So I'm totally not ready, but Dan got a big boy bed. Well, hello everybody. My name is Lindsay, and today we are going to switch out Dan's bed, but today is one of those videos where I film a bunch of different things on my to-do list that I needed to get done and give you guys some motivation so that you can get your to-do lists done. You can get the things that are nagging at you, bugging you, done. And in this video, you'll see a lot of Dan because he is following me around a lot lately, and that's wonderful. And also, it makes it a little bit harder. So this is spanned out throughout a few different days. And it feels good to get some things done, but yeah, so we have Dan's bed, his new toddler bed, and it's in his room now, and I was trying to stick it into this corner so that I could take the crib apart, and you'll see me taking the crib apart in a second. I got a tiny little clip of Devin and Dan putting the bed together, so you'll see that in just a second, but yeah, like... It's just crazy thinking that he is 3 and he's now in a big boy bed, and it makes me sad. Whoa, are you helping Daddy?
Good job.
Don't move my crib away.
So Dan, this is the baby's crib now.
That's my crib.
It's your crib, but where's your big boy bed?
Right here, but I need to sleep in this crib.
You do?
Yeah.
Dan, look at Mama. Come here. Come here. You're my big boy now. You need to sleep in your big boy bed. And it's gonna sit in the same spot where your crib was, okay? Can we try it there? Yeah?
Yeah. That sounds good.
Okay, let's push your big boy bed over into this corner where your crib was. I just thought that little conversation was so cute, so I had to share it. But this is Dan sleeping in his bed for the first time, and that was the baby monitor. And then now I am clearing out the crib, and after getting the big boy bed or toddler bed into the corner so that I could like move the crib out a little bit because the toddler bed was in the way. So taking it apart, realizing I didn't need the drill to take the side off, and then I was also like, why didn't I just take the side off, like, to see if he would do well in a toddler bed situation? But it's fine. It was good to get the crib out of the way because it was so big. It's a big crib, and I love it, and I'm ready to store it for a few months until we're ready to use it for the next baby, the one that's literally coming in like 12 weeks, but we won't need the crib for the first little while because we're going to have the baby share a room with us for the first few months, so we don't really need a crib yet. And I have like a pack and play, and I have all these places that we'll be able to put the baby and set the baby, but we don't need a crib yet. So I'm like, yeah, we'll be fine. But it was kind of nice to get this out of the room so I could kind of see what we're working with for when the boys do share a room when the little one's a little bit older. And yeah, but Dan was being so cute, climbing all over the crib. He was a little mad at me for taking it apart and didn't really want me to put it away, but once it was out, he realized how much room he had in his room and how exciting it was to have a bigger playroom to play in. You know, his room doubles as a playroom and his bedroom, which is good and bad. It's good for the fact that like all his toys are contained to one space, but it's bad because he will not nap now because he can get in and out of his toddler bed as easy as pie, and he gets up to play with his toys, which is fine. I'm not like upset about it, but it's just like, okay, kid, you need to take a nap. But I don't know. He just doesn't want to take naps. He goes and turns on his lamp and plays with his toys, and he has not napped one time since getting his new bed. So I'm literally sitting in the living room listening to him like play in his room while he's supposed to be napping. You know, that's just the way it is. And as you can see, he's climbing all over this crib. And I think that's why he wanted to keep it, is because it's like a jungle gym, but that's not safe. So we are definitely switching over. By the way, this crib was so hard to take apart, so I think I'm going to need to get new bolts. One of them I completely stripped, but I think we're missing like one or two. So I'm like, okay, I think it's time to get replacement bolts for at least like a few of these. The one that I'm working on right now in the video is the one that gave me the hardest time. It got completely stripped, so I had to like take the rest of the crib apart to be able to get that one off. So that was fun. But it all worked out okay, and Dan was just playing and chatting with me and hanging out with me while I did this, and it really was really easy to get it apart except for that one bolt. And so, yeah, it just made me realize that it needs to be replaced. Like, this crib has been through a lot. I think 5 children before Dan, and so Dan was the 6th child to use this crib, which is a lot, but also like it's kind of sentimental, so I don't want to get rid of it, and it's still a really nice crib, so I don't know. And who knows, we might replace it before the next baby needs a crib too. You excited about your big boy bed?
I was. No, I'm not.
I was, now I'm not. That sounds about right. Story of a toddler's life, right? I was, now I'm not. I changed my mind, Mom. Anyway, I think earlier in the video, I was like kind of listening to the voiceover to remember what I had already talked about, but I said that the baby was coming in 12 weeks, which is true. The baby will be here in 12 weeks, but I'm 31 weeks pregnant. So that math is not mathing unless I have the baby at 43 weeks, which is very unlikely. So that's not happening also. I only went to 33 weeks with Dan, so, you know, track record doesn't show that I'll go that far. But yeah, so 31 weeks pregnant today, actually, while I'm doing this voiceover, and we're so excited. The baby is supposed to be about 16 inches, the size of like a coconut, and he's like 3 pounds, 2 ounces, and it's so fun to see the growth and feel him moving. I will say that pregnancy, I feel like my energy levels are higher in the 3rd trimester for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. But oh, here's the end picture of Dan's little room, and I'll get back into talking about the pregnancy in just a second. Dan, where did you sleep last night?
In here.
Where is that?
Up here, just sleep in my big boy bed.
You just slept in your big boy bed? Okay, I'll watch you. Show me. How did you sleep in it?
I don't know.
Was it comfy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like your new room like this?
Yeah.
Is it so fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Is that your car?
It is my car.
What color is it?
It's the color red.
Do you love your big boy bed?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, now let's get into some more productive things after getting Dan's bed set up. I mean, obviously taking down the crib is very productive and was a big thing on my to-do list. Devin was, he came home and he's like, why didn't you wait for me? And I was like, because we had it sit there a whole 24 hours before I moved it. You should know that I can't have things sit like that for 24 hours. And so, yeah, anyway. So I took the bed down by myself, and Devin got mad at me, and my sister was like, why aren't you waiting for your husband to help you with that? And I was like, I don't know, I just wanted to get it done. Anyway, so doing some laundry, always putting laundry away. It's just kind of the way life goes. Like, there's laundry on the bed, and then there's a full load of laundry in the closet. I've been really good at doing dishes lately, but laundry, I've been keeping up on it. Like, I've been doing it about every 3 days. I've been trying to do a load of laundry, just basically whenever the basket fills up in the closet, but it did kind of back up the last few days. I don't know. I get on it and then I have struggles, and it's not ever perfect, but I've been doing okay, and I do have laundry every day, and there's there's always clean clothes in the closet, which I think is the biggest thing. And there's never like huge piles of dirty laundry. So there are sometimes big piles of clean laundry, but that hasn't been for a while actually. Usually I'll get the loads put away. Once there's like 2 loads to put away, I'll just put them both away and then just be done. It does feel good to get it all put away and just to have things, all the laundry is just, oh gosh, so much laundry all the time. And I'm like, we're gonna have a baby soon, so I feel like when you have a baby, it like doubles your laundry. I don't know why. I think you have to wash the baby stuff more. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. I'm like, it's probably gonna double how much laundry I'm doing, which is fine, but it's just gotta get on top of it. Anyway, speaking of the baby, he is doing well, but I'm doing better. I'm not getting more sleep. I will not say that I think this insomnia is actually catching up with me. I'm very uncomfortable at night. I've been getting like acid reflux really bad lately, just at night though. Like it's only at night, and I've been trying to eat foods that don't like make it worse, but the baby just sits right on my stomach, and he doesn't help the aspect of getting acid reflux. And so like I do like prop my pillow up and I lay upward for the first like 10 minutes while I'm trying to fall asleep. And then once I'm like about to fall asleep, then I'll lay down. And sometimes I take a Tums. I just really don't like taking any kind of medication really. It's like my least favorite thing to do. Also, I know that that's not my normal bedspread. It's just what's there right now. I don't know. It's just what's there right now. I think I was washing the blanket or something, and I still need to switch it over, but I'm like, I'll wait till I change my sheets again. It's not important to have a perfect looking bed all the time. And so we're putting away Dan's clothes, and there's Dan hanging out with me. He's just honestly there a lot right now, and it's good. He's been helping me with chores lately, and I've been trying to incorporate him in the chores so that I can have him be my little helper, especially when the baby comes. And he's very excited about the baby. He's just getting excited and ready, I think, to meet his little brother. I don't think he really knows what he's in for, but it will be really great when he gets to meet little baby boy, and we're very excited for him to come. But yeah, still time. There's my empty basket in the closet, and then I take that one down. I don't think I started that load right away, but yeah. I'm gonna sit and edit my video. Lay down. Sit. No. Stop looking! Dan's playing in his room, so I am going to edit my video that I filmed this morning. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do for the next little bit. Sometimes production isn't all about just getting things done that are like up and about and doing laundry and dishes and those kinds of things. Sometimes it is just sitting at your computer and getting something done that you've been needing to do for a while. And like literally I feel like I'm doing like like editing Inception, because I'm editing this video while I was filming editing that video. Anyway, it's just funny, but I'm never alone. As you can tell, I have the dog next to me, and then the other dog next to me, or Dan's always right there. I think that's just what it's like being a mom. And then we're skipping to the next day, I think. I don't know. This is over the course of like a week, pretty sure. And there's just all these things that you do. So I'm doing a load of dishes, and like I said, I've been keeping up on the dishes, and it feels really good. My dishes have been done every day for the past like week and a half, 2 weeks. I can't even tell you exactly how many weeks, how long it's been. I'm just like, I'm happy with my dishes. There's some clean ones on the counter right now, but as long as my dishes aren't piling up in the sink, I feel very good about everything. I just like, that's where I need to be. As long as my dishes are clean and they're not piling up in the sink, being dirty, I'm good. And so I've been working on it, and it has been awesome. I actually made a video last week, and it went up, and it's 5 ways to keep your house tidy, something like that. I don't, five steps to a tidy home, I think is what I called it. And I'll have it linked in the iCard up above, but it does talk about dishes, and it goes through a list of things that Dana K. White from A Slob Comes Clean, she mentioned these 5 things, and they're 5 things that I like to do as well. And so I was like, I'm gonna also make a video about this, and then we can walk through it and do them together. And I don't know, I just think it's always good to do these things with a friend, and that's kind of what my channel is always about. It's just doing things with a friend, being able to get things done with a friend, getting motivation with a friend. And so putting away dishes is just one of those extra things, and getting a load in. This was right after dinner one night, which is when I try to do dishes, is right after dinner, or at least before I go to bed. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I need to sit down after dinner, but before I go to bed, like last night, I didn't get to them until about 10 o'clock, and I'm still very happy that I did them before I went to bed. There's just something about having clean dishes in your in your dishwasher or in your cupboards that it's just nice. You don't have to worry about it. And I'm about to have to start making dinner, and I'm so grateful that I don't have to wash any dishes before starting dinner. Obviously, there's some in the sink from like lunch and breakfast, but they're not things that I need for dinner or anything. So I also washed the pan this morning after breakfast. I never do that. I don't know why I did it, but I'm glad I did. I'm sure I'll need it for dinner, because sometimes I'll use that pan for breakfast, and then I need it for dinner too, because it's like my favorite pan. So washing it after breakfast is probably the best scenario, but that's fine. If I don't, it's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like getting the dishes done is such a big feat. And yeah, anyway, so I think this video is kind of all over the place. As I'm like doing the voiceover, it feels a little all over the place, but that's kind of how life is. Sometimes nothing turns out perfectly. You just don't have like the perfect aesthetically pleasing home all the time, and you have a sink full of dishes sometimes, and it's usually right after dinner. And that's okay. It really does not need to be perfect, but it's just the act of like trying to make it better. And I was trying to put all these big things into the dishwasher, and then realized I needed to put all the little things in first that are a little bit more important that I don't want to hand wash, and then put all of the bigger things in if they fit, and then hand wash anything that is left over, which there was only 1 bowl left over, so I was like, all right, it's not too bad. And so I felt like that was pretty good. If there's only 1 thing that I have to hand wash at the end of the night, that's pretty dang awesome. And so I felt like I was playing Tetris while doing this load of dishes. Not gonna lie, it was very Tetrisy, but it turned out okay, and it was great. So you can't lose, right? If you get almost all of the dishes in the dishwasher. So what's one thing that you've been like doing really well the last few weeks? Like something that you can pat yourself on the back. Like mine is dishes, because I've been able to get them done every day. But there's some things that I could say that aren't as good as my dishes routine. But what's something that you've been doing that you've been really proud of yourself for, whether it's you got the dishes done today, or you vacuumed, or whatever it is, like give yourself those props, because everyone needs a little bit of props, okay? Everyone needs to give themselves grace and love, and realize that we are not perfect beings, and that we need more grace in our lives. And so what are some things that you've been doing well? Because it's always interesting to hear what people have been doing well. I am always interested in it. I did try and wash this bowl a little bit. As you can see, it like had some stains in it. I think I had dishwashed it and it came out with stains. I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's just a bowl. It doesn't matter. Sometimes plastic gets stained, and it's okay. But yeah, so what's something that you're really proud of yourself for? Comment it down below. And don't forget to congratulate people for their wins this week. in the comments below.
On my own, but I'm never alone. On a road to wherever I want. And you see, I go with the wind, the places I've been, I keep them within. Holding on to a feeling so strong.
Don't mind me while I empty the the vacuum really quick. It fills up so fast. So I had actually vacuumed the stairs before I vacuumed upstairs. And so it was like I had emptied it when I started vacuuming the stairs, and then I vacuumed the stairs, and then I vacuumed everything that you just saw. And then I still needed to empty it again. It's just the dog sheds so much. I do not love vacuuming, so when I can get Devin to do it for me is just the best, which he did vacuum the basement the day before this video, or the day before I filmed this part, and so that's why I vacuumed the stairs as I like pulled the vacuum up the stairs, and then I decided to vacuum the living room, which is always important. It's usually where most of the hair goes, and I did vacuum my room too, but I didn't pull the camera with me, so you'll see me go into the hallway and then I disappear. But yeah, so just vacuuming is so necessary, and it feels so good when it is vacuumed. Also, I was opening the curtains because this was like right after eating breakfast, or was it before? I don't remember. We were doing things and I was able to vacuum. I think it was before breakfast actually. And then I just pulled the curtains open so that we could have some light shining into the house. Oh, and you can see the camera in the fridge, but here I am in the hallway, and then that's about all I show you because there I'm going in my room. But I didn't bring the camera with me, so I didn't film it. So that's about as much as you get to see. And then this is literally right before I started doing this voiceover. I'm still wearing the same clothes. I'm still wearing everything, and it's been, I think I started filming this on Monday and today's Friday, so there were bound to be some repeat chores. But yeah, so I think I folded the laundry. I folded like what, 2 days before I did this, 3 days before I did this. So I only have to fold laundry every 2 to 3 days, which isn't too bad, and it's been pretty good, not gonna lie. And my dog, the dogs both had baths between the laundry day, so Minion's little sweater was in this load, so you'll see me put that on him in a little bit. But as you can see, like, it takes a minute. This clip, I think, of me doing the laundry, I think I was looking at how long it took me, and it was 9 minutes and something, 9 minutes and some change just to fold all this laundry. That's not that long. To spend 10 minutes every 2 days, 3 days to put away laundry. If you can break up your chores into time and how long it actually takes you, like dishes takes me about 10-15 minutes every day to do dishes. And that's because I leave them out on the counter after like pulling them out to dry because I don't want to put them away the night before or whatever it is, you know. That's like 20 minutes is like max dishes time for me every day. And then laundry, I can put away all my laundry in one session of 10 minutes. That's amazing. And I think Devin's been much happier about that too. He's like, yeah, because I'll wait until the end of the night sometimes and have him help me with putting away laundry, and then he's exhausted, doesn't want to put away a crap ton of laundry right before bed, and I don't blame him. I don't either. Like, it's not fun to do it. Oh, here's Minion's sweater. He lets me put it on him. He's been shivering the last couple days after giving him a bath, so he's like, okay, thanks for my sweater, Mom. And Roxy was just right there waiting for him. And as you can tell, I pulled the top blanket over so that I could put the laundry on the clean blanket, because we leave the brown blanket out all the time for the dogs to lay on. It just works better for what we need. The dogs, I mean, dogs are gross, and we let them on our bed, but we only let them on top of our bed. We don't let them into our bed, because that's just, no thank you. That's gross to me. I love Roxy and I love my dogs, and like, just, I love them, but I only have so much love for them. You know, I don't love their stinky paws and their stinky faces. I mean, I love their faces, but you know, the stinky part I don't love so much. But yeah, so I was able to put away all of the laundry in just a few minutes, and I had a new basket in the closet at the end, which is my goal, is to make sure I have an empty basket, and then I threw another load in the washer after. And you know, that's just sometimes how you just have to do it. Whatever laundry system works for you is what you need to do, because I don't have like a specific laundry system. I just do whatever works for me in that specific moment. Also, I pulled our pillows out of the closet. I put them away when I go out of the house because I don't want Roxy pulling them off the bed. Yes, she does that, and she'll eat them. Well, she doesn't eat them, but she just likes to lay with them, and it grosses me out, like I mentioned before. But you know, but yeah, so it all felt good. So hopefully you were able to get some things done in your home while I did, and I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!